And just like that, they're back. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here for Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of the Good Times Newsline Flashcast. Yeah, that's right. We're back on a snowy day here in the Bacon Ice Cream Studios with a little POLYMEGA news update. Yes. They've been active, quite active, actually, on X, and there's been some news that I've gleaned from those postings. So let's dig in. The first one is about the latest firmware update. It is officially available. No longer 1.1.31 update this week. It's 1.1.31 update right now. According to the official post on X from PlayMagi and POLYMEGA team, we've got POLYMEGA system update 1.1.31 is now available. Please use the system update button in the settings menu to get the latest version. This update includes stability fixes for release version 1.1.30. So the people that had that first update with the Ultra modules that were having troubles there, I think actually this also has the fixes for that Neo Geo CD slowdown thing, but don't quote me on that. There's an important note there also. Note if you experience an extended black screen after restart, please do not power off or restart the system. The duration will correspond to the number of save states on your console. So if you've got a bunch of them, apparently it takes like 10 to 15 seconds per save state or something like that for it to process all that. So if you've got a ton of different save games on your console, it could take, and I've heard on X and other places like the POLYMEGA Discord, which you should be checking out, by the way, link below in the description, it could take up to like an hour. So yeah, your mileage is going to vary on this update, but if you've got a lot of save states, please listen to that, because I'm sure they're telling you that if you do one of those things, power off or restart, you may start losing save states, and that's never a good time. All right, cool. So we move on to, also, if you're unable to connect to Wi-Fi at this time, please connect the POLYMEGA to the internet using an Ethernet cable to download this update. Your Wi-Fi connection will restore once the update has been completed. So that might have been another bug in the 1.1.30 update, but I'm not sure, because I didn't either A, connect my POLYMEGA to the internet yet, or B, of course, then update to 1.1.30, because I was actually fearful of doing so because of the announced loss of the Pico games on the POLYMEGA. And then, of course, because I love doing things like previewing games, which is still coming. We're still going to do those Fun for Fives on all the Pico games. It looks like you're going to be able to get a little more time, and everyone that owns POLYMEGA base units is going to get some more time to play them as well, because incoming the next little bit of news was this. We are happy to announce that we have worked out an agreement with Pico Interactive to restore their bonus games to all PM01 base units in the next update. Please note, future base unit systems produced after the launch of the POLYMEGA Game Shop, more on that in a second, will not include these titles. So, what does that mean? Well, what it means is if you have an order right now that you are waiting for, that you have paid, like if you were like me, you had an order from 2021 and you were waiting for your order to get shipped to you, that console will have the Pico games on it. And when you update to whatever the new one is going to be, there's going to be a new update that will restore those. So let's just call it 1.1.32, right? It might not be that one. There might be a hot fix before then or something like that, but let's just call it that, just for name's sake. You upload that to your console, boom, the Pico games are back, which is awesome. That's super cool. My direct response on X to that post when I saw it 13 minutes after it went up was, sweet deal. Thanks for taking care of the fans, both PlayMagi at POLYMEGA HQ and at Pico Interactive. It's very cool. And that's exactly what I said. And that's exactly how I feel, because good on them. Because now we not only get to do the Fun for Fives as not just a memorial. Oh, look at all these cool games, and yeah, they're going to be available on the store later, and you can buy them. These are the ones I'm going to recommend. But for everyone that has been in that long haul, that was supposed to get those things built in for the console, they're going to be built into the console again. right? So all those games are going to reappear, and we're going to be able to play them. And bravo, hat tip to the Max for taking the time to go and do that, because they did already come out with a public statement that was, in my opinion, a bummer but fair, and said, hey, look, it's business. The license expired, and what are you going to do? We can't have them. Okay, they could have left it at that, but they went back and got the deal done, and those games are coming back to the console, and that's good times. That's just good times. So good on them. And just so like, what games are we talking about? Well, I'm going to go back in. Let's go back in and dive back into the POLYMEGA itself, because and I'm going to be on this little box, and we're going to go over. There was quite a lot of games, right, that was on here. So we're going to go over. So 40 Winks was a game that's on there. Battle Squadron, Top Racer, Iron Commando, Consento no Senshi, which I guess is just the Japanese version, or the SFC version of that game. Tin Head, Water Margin, fantastic. That's a fantastic brawler. Whatchamacallit? Think Streets of Rage, kind of like beat 'em up, brawler game. Awesome. You can get it on Evercade, just like Tin Head. And Brave Battle Saga, which is an RPG. It's pretty awesome. You should check that out. Top Racer. And Sword of Sodan, which is like, it's infamous, right? Let's just call it that. So then you got Treasure Master, Target Renegade, Power Punch 2, Nightshade, and 8 Eyes. Some of those are available, again, they've talked about it before, on Evercade. Then you've got Dragon View, Gurumi Sentai Bariaru, Legend, Pushover, Gourmet Warriors, and Top Racer 2, which we're just talking about, and Super Draken, which is actually kind of cool, because technically, I don't know. So this one's a little bit weird. So Super Draken may appear or it may not appear, because they're owned by Atari now. So I don't know how that licensing works, but whatever. If they had the license and it was because it was bundled in, and then they're going to rebundle it in, I don't know. But it's cool that it's there, because actually Pico doesn't even own it anymore. And then these games were actually not on the list at all. So like all of these NCS games, so the PC Engine games, and the TurboGrafx 16 games, obviously Pico didn't have the license for that. So that they would have been on the console regardless, as well as the Made with NES Maker games. Doodle World, She-Ra and the 40 Thieves, Tower of Turmoil, Flea, Soko Banana, Dragon Master, which we actually did a Fun for 5 for on the channel, and Turtle Rescue. So those other games that we were talking about, Rescue, 40 Winks, and all these guys down here in the Mega Module and Power Module Legacy Vaults should be then returning, and the Super Module Legacy Vaults, I should say, also should be returning, and that'll be really cool. So we can have some more time to play. Now, what will that mean for me? Will I actually now no longer prioritize Fun for 5ing them because I want to do the update and all that kind of stuff? No, I think I'm going to do the Fun for 5s anyway, and I'm going to then go through the update process and have a video of doing the update and seeing how that goes. And we're going to go to 1.1. Whatever is available. If it's 3.1, if it's 3.2 by then, it'll probably take me a couple weeks to get through that. And I'm not going to update the console until that happens. So that might actually push what I really wanted to do, which was install Lunar Civil Star Story and try to patch it, because apparently there's a thing that where if you patch that game specifically before one of the other revisions, it was like 1.1.26 or something like that. If you do that and you try to patch it, it sort of works, but it doesn't really work. And I'm like, well, no, I want it to work. So because I don't want to be showing people legacy stuff of me trying to patch a game that doesn't work in this state but will work on yours, because like you updated and I didn't, right? That doesn't make any sense. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to Fun for 5 these games, and we're going to update this bad boy to whatever the currently available thing is. And if it's the one that restores all the games, great. If not, then then we'll wait for that. And while we're waiting, we're going to be playing some more. So lots of cool things to do for the POLYMEGA. Lots of cool things in store. And you know what? this is more action from PlayMagi and Team PolyMega than I've seen in a really long time. So they're firing on many cylinders. So that's pretty cool, and I cannot wait for all of the news yet to come. And as soon as it drops, well, you better believe it's going to be right here on a Newsline, sharing it with you. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. What do you think about the story? What do you think about the fact that we're going to get these Pico games back? What do you think about the fact that the new update is available? Did you guys update it? Are you guys still having any like weird issues or whatever? Let me know, because we could talk about it. And then of course, well, there's lots of places to discuss that with people that are listening over at PlayMagi. The aforementioned PolyMega Discord, which is linked below in the description, is an awesome place to go and hang out with people. And every once in a while, representatives from PlayMagi actually go into there, and then they talk to you guys or whatever. I know one of the lead technical developers sometimes happens to go in there and answer some questions. Not all the time, not every question. What they can, and then then they bounce out because, well, they got jobs to do, right? So anyway, it's pretty cool stuff. So do all that kind of stuff. And for us, we have reached, of course, the end of a video here on Bacon Ice Cream Productions, and we have to do one thing and one thing only. Yes, you guys know what that is. That is, let's thank every single member of the Good Times Club for their support and for their awesome times here at Bacon Ice Cream Productions. So let's do that right now. So let's thank the EverCanadian, Crimson Cross, George Games, Chris Westerman, Phantom Fiction, Skeletrex, Lloyd R. Jim, Papa P, The Intellivision Gamer, Ken LaCure, Mr. Shua, John Willig, and Gunsy20. Thank you guys all so much for being members of the Good Times Club, for supporting the channel, for allowing us to do 1080p StreamYard, which is what we're doing right now in order to do all of our kind of videos. But just thanks so much for that. And thank you guys for non-GTC members. Thank you guys all so much for being here and hanging out with us, and and doing awesome stuff. Just leaving a like or a comment or a dislike, or telling me that I don't like look funny. I don't know, whatever you guys want to do. It's awesome. Thank you guys so much for interacting with me here on this little channel. I love it, and I can't wait to share with you some more. Speaking of more, if you guys are here and you're watching to the end of this video, once again, thank you. And then also, keep your eyes peeled. I do believe on Saturday night there'll be something that'll be happening. And then also either Friday night or Saturday morning, something else will be happening. What are those two things? Well, the first thing that's going to happen is episode 399 of Good Times with Retro Rich is going to hit this channel. That's pretty cool. Then the next thing is going to happen, and like I said, Saturday night, keep your eyes peeled on the channel, because every time we hit a milestone, which is 400, that's what we're going to be going with. Episode 400 usually, well, not usually, but every single Centennial episode is a live stream where I will be doing just random things, just hanging out with you guys. Just come on in, hang out with us. Maybe we'll do some PolyMega, maybe we'll do some Evercade, maybe we'll do some Atari VCS because there's new games to check out and all that kind of thing. And of course, if you're a content creator and a friend of the channel, the door is always open. Hit me up on the things, on the X's and the Facebooks and the Discords and all that kind of stuff for your invite here to the StreamYard, and you can come in and hang out. And we've done that literally every time I've hit a milestone. It's always a good show. We have a blast just talking with people. So I hope to see you there. So until next time, we will catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich, and we will see you later. Take it easy, guys, and see you again soon.
TeamRTSC.baconicecream.com